Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. At the 35, he's loose. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. They'll move the tight end. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Ducks! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Getting set for the extra point effort, putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Oh, and he missed it. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Takes the handoff. It's Hugo. snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Good timing on the quick out. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Sun Devils will keep this drive going.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Dropping back, it's Levitt. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Moss.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's McClain. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the grab at the 10. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oregon.
They'll send the back in motion. Moore will throw. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
As As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, it's so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the Ducks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Moore to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. The Ducks send out the punt unit. Oh, this is a bad, bad shank. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Arizona State! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They're up by 7 over Southern Miss. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore will throw. snagged in the middle. It's Benson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. On the run, it's Udo. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Makes the grab. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll try the run. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. No Cam Scatterboo this season. Guys, he was the definition, all-purpose, workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who was not only so productive, but was really the heart and soul of the team's identity?
Well, you know what's nice, Reese? It's nice to have a quarterback that's a superstar, a budding superstar. Sam Levitt is that guy. Can run it, can throw it, showed so much moxie last year. The offense might look a little bit different, but it's nice to have a trigger man like that.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Got it in the middle, it's Tyson. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw again. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The Sun Devils are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Turning it on. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
On to attempt the try. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll start this drive firing. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moore to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get down.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Ducks line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Let's see what he can do with it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Productive drive late in the half. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's McClain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Sun Devils with a second and short to keep this drive moving. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And and that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll try to run for it. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. He wants to throw it. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Arizona State. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gresham. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Moore will throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
It's caught. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking to pass. It's Levin. Finds his man. It's Tyson. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They'll give it to the back. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the stomping has commenced. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. no shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Benson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Moore to the air. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
That is just textbook execution by the receiver on the corner route for that first down. Also, great find by the quarterback.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just keep swinging it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Moore will throw. Pulls it in. It's Hughes. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Let's go! On 4th down, going to the air. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The give to the tailback. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Quarterback extends the play. Ball is free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He didn't. Defense took advantage of it.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Trying play action. Here's the pressure. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Moore to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Give to Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. Maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Levin. A strike downfield. Oh, there's an alley to the left. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Toss sweep to the right. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Handoff from the gun. To the 15. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona State. He would not be denied. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And the defense had several opportunities to bring the big fella down, and he just breaks tackle and another tackle and then gets in the end zone for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Southern.
Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Oregon! Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it again. Breaks the tackle. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to pass, it's Levin. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Takes it the other way.
rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They want to see if they can score the deuce.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to go up top. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Levitt. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moss. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a man. It's Johnson. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Moore will throw. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's got it on the move. Can White cross the the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Oregon! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They'll line up to go for 2. Looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. He's into the end zone for the 2, and we've got a one-possession game here in the 4th.
And that's what makes this guy so dynamic. Not only is he good using his legs out in the field, but down here close to the goal line, if things aren't open, he can get it in himself running it, and they do for 2 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Blasted as he lets it go. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Whittington. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Moore to the air. Right down the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line.
It's a really nice feeling on the defensive side of the football when you know they're throwing the football. You know they got to force the issue. I'm pinning my ears back. I'm going to get the quarterback. I'm playing really safe coverages. And apparently this offense right now has no answers for it.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They want that clock to run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Udoh. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Udoh. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Going to try to get it himself. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
The Sun Devils will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Moore will throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
You know, if they're going to come back in this game, they're just going to need better decision-making, and they're obviously down right now, but they've got to know when to take shots and know when to check the football down and wait for the right opportunity. That hasn't happened for this young QB.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Quarterback takes a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation